Hello everyone, welcome to Fijian Investment Trader, known as Fijian Traders. This is your host Mr. Singh. NIO, ticker symbol NIO NIO. Folks, what a recovery we are having. We're still making higher highs and you can clearly see that $5.90 and is becoming a nasty resistance to break. Well, before I talk about on the technical side, gotta cover the fundamentals, gotta cover the news came out with NIO, the good, the bad, and also about my portfolio, where I'm at. So let's go. I'm excited, man. NIO is making higher highs, and we should be excited about it if we are able. One of the sub-brand named Ovono began the pre-sales of L60 around at 30,444, less than Tesla Y model. The L60 will hit the market and will begin delivering in September. It is absolutely pretty much very similar than also a Model Y. I do own a Model Y because I am resident in California, and I do own a Model Y 2024 model. Due to the price cut that happened on the entire EV as well as Tesla, it gives me an opportunity to buy it. I love to get hands of the NIO, and it's on my radar as well. So, and that will also generate more additional revenue. As I've been speaking about NIO, the NIO needs to be profitable in order to sustain in the market for the long run. And once they come very close to be profitable or become profitable, NIO stock will be over $50 and plus, because that is the market valuation on that, and I'm excited about it. So on this article, NIO has officially launched the Ovono, the Lido in China. The sub-brand started sending these pre-sales of new brand first model of L60 Challenge, Tesla's hot-selling Y model. Chinese EV maker have launched their Ovono brand today in Shanghai, where it is globally headquarters, kicking off a multi-brand development. Love the setup, love the design. Very, like I said, very similar than Model Y for Tesla. Also, one of the negative news, and we saw why the stock price kind of dropped today, and one is about this article came in, and it's kind of affected the entire EV sector and also the imported good as well. The reason behind it is NIO stock skid even through the new US tariffs on China's EVs aren't a consent. Something that's very keep an eye, but with the news like that, we saw the pull what happened today. The EV makers stock pull a sharp U-turn, give the most of the gain, gave back most of the gains seen in recent days. What was the reason behind it? The shares of NIO pulled back trade sharply low on Wednesday, wiping up all the bulk of their gains made in the wake of Biden's administration's new tariff on EV vehicle imports from China. The sell-off comes even as L60 says the new tariff aren't expected to be much impact, if at all, in China. So the news sometimes like that, investors do get it worried about it because the stability on the economy, and then the new tariffs came in on the imported vehicles, especially on EV makers, has made a big impact on it because of the prices go high, and that has resulted in it. But most of the analysts doesn't see an impact on it, and always have a mixed feelings in market. In my market, mixed feelings do create emotions like this. Well, I'm going to talk about my portfolio, where I am with NIO and other my portfolio. So NIO still holding 40,000 shares, up at 33%. Not selling it. My target still says at the $50, and it's making higher highs. So I'm coming to a breathing room where I can leave it for all the way long, not kind of keep an eye and make a plan when I'm wanting to sell it and re-enter again, because this is all my long-term portfolio. If you're interested in any other stocks such as Mara, Nvidia, OCGN, even Peloton and Plug Power, you can clearly see that I'm very happy on this percentage. I do have a membership video where I put the videos on the buy and sell as well. If you're interested, go ahead and check it out. So, yes, my plan is to keep 40,000 shares. And in future, if it comes to over $10, I will add more shares. Yes, folks, I will add more shares because NIO is just a matter of time to be profitable. And once this company becomes profitable, we know that it is over going to be $50, even plus $200, and it's just a matter of time. So this is my portfolio, wanted to share with you guys. Well, let's talk on the technical side. Where we at with NIO? What are we doing? Folks, this is a 1 month chart. But before we do that, we're going to talk about today, right? On Wednesday, how did we came to this price? on NIO, and you can clearly see that we were testing on this $5.90. So even the market opened up, we rallied to $5.10. I was ready, I was keeping an eye, and when the new tariffs information came in, we came right back to low of $5.21, and was a bloodbath on the market today on NIO. So, well, it doesn't actually paint the picture like why we were making higher highs and we dropped all the way down, because the news something like that has an impact. And even the sellers, if you logged in all the $5 and you went to $6, that's a big massive run happened just in 5 days. And you'll see an expected seller if the bad news comes in. The new investors do sell at that. Long-term investors like us, we do like to keep it at home because the small news like this shouldn't matter. But we're absolutely wiping up on the article as said for the week on that. But the good thing, why we will stop, because you can clearly see that if you're not familiar with my chart, my pink line, it is my 200-day EMA, and it's sitting at $5.27. And you can clearly see that when we had this crossover, as I mentioned it back in last month, that we're gonna have an uptrend coming in, and sure or not, we went to highs of $6.12, and when we crossed over all the way, when we're sitting at below $4, and we had this crossover. The pink line, which is my 200-day EMA, is sitting as a support level. We're sitting at $5.27. It's a very strong support, folks. So we should be very excited. Becomes a loading zone actually, and now we closed on Wednesday rather on the above on those. And my blue line is my 60-day. It's sitting at $5.50, which is going to be the next one to break it. You clearly see that we've been breaking, and then we kind of trading below, and then we break out with the news came out today. Wasn't one of the greatest news that we should be looking for that. Shifting the gear to the 3 months, this is the key levels we're sitting at it. The yellow line, it is I'm going to change the color because it is the next resistance level to break, and that is going to be our next resistance to break because it did act as a support for a little bit, and now it is going to be our resistance. And the resistance is sitting at $5.38, folks. $5.38 that we got to break out. And the next one is $5.90 and then $6.29, because the high at one time we got rejected was $6.30. So keeping it roughly around there. Even on our 3-month chart, you can clearly see that we're making higher highs and higher lows. It's okay to trade this way, and I like it because it's going to create a bull flag pattern and then making higher highs. Didn't expect it to be the pullback, but in the news like that, we should be very be careful how we're trading it. Folks, this is also a great news because our 6-month chart, you can clearly see that the 200-day EMA was acting as a support level, a resistance level rather, and we were trading below that. Now we are trading. We had this crossover happened, and now our 60-day is also becoming $6.27, and we're acting as a support level. It's acting as a support level, and right below is our 200-day EMA. It's sitting as none other than at the price of $5.04. So definitely the $5 area is what is below $5.27, a good support level sitting at it, and we just got to break this level right here at $5.90 and $6, and we are making higher highs. Absolutely, we're making higher highs. You can clearly see that we have been on this downtrend pattern for a long time right now, and we have been struggling in order to break it. And the reason we couldn't break it, the news on the market and absolutely was not beneficial, right? It was not no news for the entire EV has been struggling throughout the time, and we've been trying to break out this pattern. So like I said, the good news is that our 1-year chart is sitting at $5.20. When is the last time we saw that? When is the last time we saw that? We're going all the back to last year in September. We were trading below, right, all the way in June of July, we're sitting right over here. July rather, sitting right away. We're trading. Our support level was our 60-day. Right now, we are trading above, and that is a milestone that we should be very excited on a year-to-date chart that we are trading above on that. Volume predicts price. Volume is picking up, and that should be a good indication on that. RSI, it is cooled off in the neutral. MACD is showing a movement for uptrend. Everything is pointing towards the technical side of uptrend. So the next, on the year to date, you can clearly see that the blue line, it is sitting at, which is my year to date, is $5.20. So we are sitting on those resistance, and that is why I'm so pumped up on all different levels of the chart, showing a clear indication for another push is coming up, and that is something I'm very excited to see. We just need a little bit of good news. Mr. Lee William comes in and talk about it. and talked about the breakthrough swap station. Keep developing that, but on the Q2 we want to see signs of profitability, and that is going to be the one that's going to be key breaker. Folks, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys for support. Please don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything on that, and go ahead and check out the videos on my portfolio if you're interested in any other stock. So thank you very much, and have a wonderful rest of your day.